Keir Starmer's Brexit reset, a bold vision for rebuilding UK-EU relations. The Prime Minister may be trying to sign the UK back up to several EU schemes as part of the thawing of relations between Downing Street and Brussels. Since taking office in July, Sir Keir Starmer has said that a reset between the UK and EU is high on his list of priorities. The PM has already met with EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen in Brussels, and the Remainer PM also met the German at the United Nations in New York. As part of the reset, Sir Keir and his government may sign the UK back up to various European schemes that were ditched after the vote to leave in June 2016. Express.co.uk looks at which schemes Brussels and Downing Street may alight upon, and what rejoining them may mean for Brits. After leaving the EU, the UK left the Erasmus student exchange scheme. The UK government hasn't ruled out rejoining it, but a firm commitment is yet to be made. The scheme, which allows students to study overseas in participating countries, raises concerns about a new route for people to migrate to the UK. It has been reported that negotiators offered a 4-year residency permit concession to ease concerns over Erasmus student migration. However, it's also believed that Brussels negotiators are wary not to push the UK too hard over the issue, given the government's pressure to reduce migration. Britain may be pulled back into the scheme, which between 2014 and 2018 awarded £74.2m to UK creative institutions. It's worth noting that during this period the UK contributed tens of billions of pounds into EU coffers, as a net contributor to the bloc. Nevertheless, the Scottish government has called on the UK to rejoin the programme, and the devolved Welsh government wants to rejoin too. How the UK could rejoin, given it no longer contributes to EU funding, is unclear. However, third countries are eligible to join the scheme, so it is possible the UK could strike a similar deal. Non-EU Science Secretary Peter Kyle told this website in August that the government was now actively exploring rejoining the £9 billion scheme. The UK stopped collaborating with EU scientists in 2021, when the final project the UK was involved in was completed. Mr. Kyle said that Labour had a priority of rebuilding relationships, adding, "We are extremely open-minded and ambitious for what we can achieve by finding areas of mutual benefit that will have economic and scientific opportunities for Britain, without having major sovereignty impacts as well." IRIS-2 space program. The EU's IRIS-2 space program is supposed to rival Elon Musk's Starlink system, which provides broadband connectivity to more than 100 countries. The EU claimed that IRIS-2 was a significant step towards Europe's sovereignty and secure connectivity, which would provide satellite coverage from Eastern European states to Ireland. As it stands, the UK is not involved in the program, but that doesn't mean the government can't contribute funding. However, senior EU officials told The Guardian that they had not received any sign or manifestation of interest from our UK partners. Roaming charges were reintroduced for UK residents in the EU in 2021. However, not all provided passed them on. The UK doesn't currently enjoy the EU's roam like home policy, which is only open to member states. However, the UK could still strike a deal on data roaming without joining the bloc's single market. This would be a potential major coup for UK travellers, and something within his reach at the negotiating table in Brussels. Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has set his sights on redefining the United Kingdom's relationship with the European Union in what he has termed a reset of post-Brexit relations. Recognizing the challenges and disruptions brought about by Brexit, Starmer is aiming to rebuild trust and establish a cooperative framework that balances the UK's sovereignty with its need to engage productively with its. In a world marked by increasing geopolitical tensions, Starmer has emphasized the importance of a strong security partnership with the EU. His government is seeking to negotiate a new security and defense pact that would formalize collaboration on issues such as counterterrorism, cybercrime, and intelligence sharing. This partnership would build on existing frameworks, such as the UK's participation in Europol and Eurojust, while also introducing new mechanisms for joint operations and strategic planning. By aligning efforts in areas such as cybersecurity and defense technology, the UK and EU can enhance their collective resilience against emerging threats. Additionally, Starmer has highlighted the need for coordinated responses to global challenges such as climate change, migration, and energy security. A renewed focus on multilateralism and collaboration is seen as essential for addressing these complex issues. One of the most poignant losses of Brexit was the UK's withdrawal from the Erasmus programme, which had provided thousands of young people with opportunities to study, work, and travel across Europe. Starmer's government is committed to restoring these opportunities through new agreements or by rejoining similar EU initiatives. This priority is not merely symbolic, it reflects a broader commitment to fostering cultural and educational exchange. By investing in the next generation, the government hopes to rebuild the interpersonal and cultural connections that have been weakened by Brexit. Starmer has also proposed expanding domestic programs to complement international exchanges, ensuring that young people from all backgrounds have access to these opportunities. While the UK's departure from the EU was driven in part by the desire to regain control over regulatory policy, Starmer's government recognizes the practical benefits of alignment in certain areas. This strategic reset, which prioritizes practicality and collaboration, is seen as a pivotal step in addressing the economic, social, and geopolitical ramifications of Brexit. While reaffirming that the UK will not rejoin the EU, the single market, or the customs union, Starmer's government is committed to fostering stronger ties in areas of mutual interest, aiming to ensure stability and prosperity for both sides. A strategic reset. Starmer's 5 core priorities. Starmer's vision for a redefined UK-EU relationship is built around 5 key priorities, each designed to address specific areas of concern while laying the foundation for long-term cooperation. These priorities reflect a pragmatic approach that seeks to move beyond the divisive debates of the Brexit era and focus on constructive solutions. One of the most immediate and pressing issues facing the UK-EU relationship is the disruption to trade caused by new bureaucratic requirements. Since Brexit, businesses on both sides have faced increased costs, delays, and logistical hurdles, particularly in sectors such as food, agriculture, and manufacturing. Starmer's government is committed to negotiating agreements that simplify customs procedures and reduce non-tariff barriers. This includes exploring regulatory equivalence in certain sectors to facilitate smoother trade flows. By addressing these challenges, the government aims to restore confidence among businesses, boost exports, and support economic growth. Furthermore, Starmer has proposed targeted measures to assist small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, which have been disproportionately affected by the complexities of post-Brexit trade. These measures include streamlining paperwork, providing financial support for compliance, and establishing dedicated trade support offices. By aligning UK standards with EU regulations in key sectors such as agriculture, pharmaceuticals, and manufacturing, the government aims to reduce trade frictions and improve market access. This approach seeks to balance the need for regulatory sovereignty with the economic realities of maintaining a functional trade relationship with the EU. It also includes provisions for ongoing dialogue and cooperation in areas such as environmental standards, consumer protection, and product safety. Starmer has stressed that such alignment would be pursued selectively and strategically, ensuring that it supports the UK's economic interests without undermining its independence. 5. Institutionalizing regular diplomatic engagement. To ensure that the UK-EU relationship remains dynamic and responsive to evolving challenges, Starmer has proposed the establishment of regular UK-EU summits. These high-level meetings, which would begin in 2025, would provide a platform for dialogue on issues ranging from trade and security to climate change and innovation. This commitment to regular engagement reflects a broader shift towards a more cooperative and proactive approach to diplomacy. By fostering open lines of communication, the government aims to build trust, address potential disputes early, and identify opportunities for collaboration. The European Union has responded cautiously but positively to Starmer's proposals, viewing them as a potential turning point in the UK-EU relationship. However, EU officials have emphasized the importance of the UK fully implementing existing agreements, such as the Northern Ireland Protocol, before pursuing new arrangements. While there is broad support for initiatives such as enhanced security cooperation and youth mobility programs, the EU is likely to approach trade-related proposals with caution. Any agreements on regulatory alignment or customs procedures will need to balance the interests of member states with the integrity of the single market. The importance of Starmer's Brexit reset extends beyond the immediate concerns of trade and diplomacy. It represents an opportunity to address the long-term economic and social challenges posed by Brexit while also repositioning the UK as a constructive and influential player on the global stage. Domestically, the Reset initiative aligns with Labour's broader agenda of economic revitalisation and social inclusion. By addressing the practical challenges of Brexit, the government hopes to deliver tangible benefits for businesses, workers, and communities across the UK. On the international stage, the Reset is a chance for the UK to rebuild its reputation and demonstrate its commitment to multilateralism. In an era of global interconnectedness, strong partnerships with allies such as the EU are essential for addressing shared challenges and advancing common goals. Keir Starmer's Brexit reset is more than a policy initiative, it is a vision for a new chapter in UK-EU relations. By focusing on shared interests and practical solutions, the government aims to move beyond the divisions of the past and build a relationship based on mutual respect and cooperation. While challenges remain, the reset offers a pathway towards greater stability, prosperity, and partnership. As the UK and EU navigate this complex and evolving relationship, Starmer's vision provides a foundation for a future that reflects the interconnected realities of the 21st century.